Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first official gameplay of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 that has just released. It's a 2-minute trailer. It's called Multiplayer Maps Intel Drop, so I'm assuming it's going to mainly focus on the maps itself. I was not expecting this. I was fully expecting us to get absolutely nothing for this game until COD Next on October 5th, but it appears they're giving us something. So let's react to it. Just watch the 2-minute trailer and we'll go through, break it down, really get a good look at these maps. Right off the bat here, we can see Highrise, and it looks amazing. It looks just like Highrise does in Modern Warfare 2, but, you know, upgraded, obviously. So let's check this out.
For multiplayer in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, we wanted to give the player a new way to experience these classic maps.
Amazing colors already. They look like they got
when we told
a good
our
color
team
palette.
we're going to be making these maps.
That was Derail?
They were like calling dibs on which ones they wanted to go get.
Skidrow looks so different.
Really come through. They feel like they felt back then, and when you're playing Highrise, when you're playing Estate, you feel really transported back.
God!
We questioned a lot of what was good about the movement of older
games.
Dude,
Underpass actually looks decent.
Of older games, and the same with the newer games. So we tried to marry a lot of those things together.
The way we approach it is that how are we going to make these the best versions of those maps that people have ever played? Because that's what we wanted. That's what we want as fans.
There are places where the metrics of the level are adjusted to fit more modern gameplay, but for the most part, it's going to feel incredibly similar. The biggest changes are really in a fidelity sense. Places like Afghan, where it might have been difficult to see somebody in some of the circumstances, we have new tools.
Visibility looks better, yeah.
Both look better, but also read better, so that your target acquisition is improved.
Favela is a map where it really pushed our opportunities to explore
Favela's one of the best maps
in the old one and what you can do now. From an artistic side, the map has more detail than I think any other
definitely a lot more detail.
In Highrise, it's fun to explore and jump on the scaffolding and
gameplay
places that you weren't able to actually grab or
reach Uzi
before. Now you can get there.
When it was a question,
that's got to be one of the new Modern Warfare 3 guns,
like the original, or whether it should be more modern in terms of the metrics. We went with the original. And we pushed very hard to make sure that that experience was as close to the original as we possibly could while we modernized the look of the map.
I've seen people play it for the first time and they don't really know what they're going to see. And when that load screen shows up for Favela or for Query, you see them light up like, oh my
they
gosh,
look so
these are the
different.
maps that I've
Wait, Rundown? That doesn't even look like Rundown.
The whole team here is super excited to bring all of these maps to fans everywhere.
Yeah, I really didn't think about that. Like, I didn't think about the whole visibility aspect, right? Like Modern Warfare 2, it's a pretty old game at this point, so obviously the visibility on some of the maps aren't great. But like, okay, so let's just look through them. So, Highrise looks like Highrise, but it's got a really good like sunset going on. I like that look. It looks cool. Now this is Skidrow. Skidrow had like this green tint to it almost in Modern Warfare 3. This does not have that whatsoever. So again, I think it's just a matter of it's just updated. It looks better. And I think this, to the point where it doesn't even look like Skidrow anymore. Like at first glance, I didn't even know what map this was, you know? Scrapyard, I almost said Terminal. Looks pretty much the same, actually. Well, the thing is, we've seen this come back in Modern Warfare 20. Any map that came back more recently is not going to be as surprising to see it because it's like, okay, I've seen an updated version of Scrapyard already, so it's not that surprising. That's probably Favela, right? I'm not 100% sure. Is that Favela? Or no, is this Invasion? This might be Invasion, actually. One or the other. So this is Rundown then, right? This looks like Rundown. It's just very different colors, though. It's a little bit surprising. Rundown had like a red tint to it. Like the color schemes are very different. So this is Derail. Derail had the most awful visibility I've ever seen on a map, or at least close to it. This looks clear, though. This actually looks like it might work better. It's still a bad map, in my opinion, but maybe it'll play better in this game. I don't know. Invasion looks okay. Invasion was never one of my favorites. Favela is definitely one of my favorites. I'm most excited to play this, I think. We saw some shots of Skidrow there. Skidrow just looks kind of different, like I said. They showed a lot of Highrise. Estate looks crazy. This looks beautiful right here. Again, another map I wasn't crazy about, but it's okay. Karachi kind of looks the same. They still have that reddish feel to it. Underpass. This is an improvement right here because Underpass had a big problem of the rain causing the map to just look really dull. This does not look dull though. This looks solid. So they're really doing some good shit with that. Which just makes you think if that COD 2025 actually does have the Black Ops 2 maps remastered, those maps are going to look insanely cool. Rust looks, oh, another shot of Derail, but Rust looks cool here. I'm definitely impressed with that. I mean, still looks, again, we saw it in Modern Warfare 2019, but it's still looks cool regardless. And then they were explaining here how they're changing certain elements to make it fit the game better, and I'm glad about that. Nothing significant though, they're gonna still keep true to the original, but changing it enough to make it fit with this new gameplay. That makes sense. Afghan, I guess we saw that in Warzone 2, so it's also not that surprising to see. It's just mainly the maps that we haven't seen come back in a long time. Those are the ones where I'm like, holy shit. Oh, the Favela though looks amazing. I like seeing gameplay here. Obviously, we can't see like the HUD and stuff like that, but I guess you can kind of get a feel of the movement. Let me watch this again.
Fun to explore and jump on the scaffolding and mantle to places that you weren't able to.
You mantle really fast. Wait, look at that. That's really fast mantling. Look how fast he's mantling.
Mantle to places that you weren't able to.
Yeah, that's definitely faster than MW 2019, or well, I guess that and 20, the recent one that just I keep forgetting what to call it, because if I call it Modern Warfare 2, it's like, well, which one am I talking about? But that looks good. I guess more mantling here. Mantling is important to me. I want fast mantling.
Very hard to make sure that experience was as
yeah, that is fast mantling.
While we modernize the look of the map.
I fucking love that. All right. That is great stuff. Subbase looks cool too. Again, visibility was definitely improved on it. That's good. Apparently there's some new information on the game. Let's read it. So Activision says Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Season 1 will have 3 new 6v6 maps. And Season 2 will have 3 new 6v6. Thank the Lord. Okay, I was saying a million times over, like, I don't like the fact that there's no new maps at launch, but 3 new maps for Season 1 and 3 new maps for Season 2, that's going to be 6 new maps by the time we get to February 2024. That's assuming February is around the time Season 2 comes out. That's a great amount of content. Like, for launch, post-launch stuff? Holy shit. Like I said, they probably should have just put some of those at launch and then moved some of the remasters to later, but I'll deal with it. If those are some solid maps that they bring, dude, this is gonna be one of the best Call of Duties ever. I'm sorry, it is. For multiplayer at least. I can't really speak on the other modes right now. I've had my concerns about zombies, and campaign I'm sure will be good, but you know, in terms of multiplayer, I think this has potential of being quite literally one of the best Call of Duties of all time. I think it has top 5, top 6 potential up there somewhere. Everything sounds amazing. This is huge though. This is huge. I don't know if they're also going to throw remasters in there, but 3 new maps with Season 1, like, that's already going to be really exciting. That's going to make Season 1 so much more exciting than it would have been if it was just 1 new map or something like that. Like, this is crazy, man. This is fucking crazy. Is there any other new information? I don't know. I mean, they're just showcasing some of the images that were just released. Oh, wow. Look at these, man. These were not in the trailer, I don't think. Holy shit. Oh my god. Here's some more shots. Quarry. Oh man. Terminal. Wow, the colors. All right. I'm just going to end the video there. I'm so excited. This got me more hyped than anything here, but just seeing the maps and just how they look and the mantling and stuff, so excited. I will see you guys on my next one. Peace out.